Hello everyone, back tuning in today's first video. Busy day coming up at Gavs Weather today. We're starting off with 5-day forecast. Later on this afternoon, we'll have a look at the weather beyond the 5-day forecast period, looking at next week to 10 days. And then, of course, this scene, we've got the final update for the Glastonbury Festival coming up, that all-important last update for Glasgow. So, a lot going on at the website today. Starting with Friday forecast, though, and all eyes are really on the heat wave at the moment. We've got the hottest day of the heat wave to come today. Temperatures could be up to around 34 degrees in the south, going into 90s Fahrenheit. But this is the last day of it. Tomorrow, cooler, fresher air will be moving in from the west. So if you don't like the heat, just a few more hours of it to go. I mean, it's out of the way. And I'll talk you through everything that's going on right now. So we're going to start off with the radar picture from the weatheroutlook.com. Find it to Weather Outlook on the links page. So we've got showers up in the north at the moment. Some heavy showers across Scotland coming down the Irish Sea in towards parts of northern England. Some bright colours in there indicating some really quite heavy showers. Let's see if there's any lightning flashing away at the moment. So there are a few flashes, one close to the Isle of Man, and one down the North Sea. But elsewhere, there's not much in the way of lightning at the moment. However, I think we are expecting things to develop across this central swathe of the country through the course of this afternoon. Here's today's tropical pressure chart. We're still bringing up those hot winds from the south, but this trough is coming in from the west. That's the trigger for the thunderstorms as it meets the hot air, and eventually that's going to clear away the heat through into tomorrow. So, for the north, we're going to have showers through this afternoon and into this evening. They'll get increasingly widespread through southern parts of Scotland, down into northern England, possibly into North Wales, parts of the Midlands, northeastern England too. Took some very violent thunderstorms this afternoon into this evening with flash flooding, torrential rain, possible big flashes of lightning, rumbles of thunder as well. Not everywhere will get those storms in those areas, so some places will miss some and stay dry. Now, down in the south, you're not going to get any of these storms. So, for central southern parts of the country into the southeast, it's going to be a mostly dry, sunny and very hot afternoon. That's where the hottest temperatures will be, going up to at least 32 degrees in southern parts. That's 90 Fahrenheit. Some places will go higher than that. If we get to 35, we'll have our hottest June day since 1976. Through into tonight, we're going to have those showers and storms across the central part of the country in the evening. They'll be through southern Scotland, northern England, down into the Midlands, into parts of eastern England too. Through the night, they'll clear away into the North Sea, so showers just die back towards the coast. Most places will turn dry. It will start to become a little bit cooler and fresher up in the north, with temperatures going down into the low teens Celsius. But in the south and southeast, it's going to be another very hot, very oppressive and sticky night tonight. Temperatures in central London might not go much lower than 21 degrees, 70 Fahrenheit, which is more like what you'd expect as a maximum temperature at this time of the year. Rural areas probably go down sort of 16, 17, 18 degrees. It's going to be a very warm and sultry, sticky night down in the south, most certainly. Now, through into Thursday, we're bringing in these cooler winds from the west, but it can take a little while to get into the southeast. So for parts of the Midlands, East Anglia, southeast England, in the morning, it's still going to be quite warm and humid, and we might still generate some heavy showers or thunderstorms. So we may have, but for the southeast, tomorrow morning may be the best chance of seeing thunderstorms. Further to the west, it'll be brightening up with sunny spells heading in from off the Atlantic and these cooler westerly winds as well. And through the afternoon, those cooler winds will start to extend in across the south and southeast as well. So, interestingly, the highest temperature for the southeast may be quite early on in the day, sort of mid-morning, when it could get to around 28 degrees into the 80s Fahrenheit. But then in the afternoon, I would suspect those cooler, fresher conditions will start to spread in from the west, and temperatures may drop on Thursday afternoon, probably finishing up quite comfortable at around 18 to 24, something like that. Moving through to Friday, we're in a complete different air mass by this point. It's all Atlantic based, so it'll be a much cooler and fresher feel on Friday. I think we'll bring cloud and outbreaks of rain into the north and west through the morning, so that could be quite persistent across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland and northern, gradually heading south in towards Wales and the Midlands on Friday afternoon, but becoming light and patchy and petering out as it does so. Brighter skies with showers returning to Scotland and Northern Ireland with these strong westerly winds. And then that just leaves the south actually looking mostly dry and fine. A sunny morning, becoming cloudy in the afternoon. Temperatures in the south probably reaching around 21 or 22 degrees, so about average for time of year. In the north, actually a little bit on the cooler side with those strong winds and temperatures just 15 degrees. It'll feel a little bit chilly. Into the weekend, and a lot of dry weather to come in the south as pressure remains fairly high, but low pressure is close to the north. So Saturday will bring probably quite a decent day, sunny spells and a few showers, those showers most likely up in the north. A lot of dry weather around. Probably a fair amount of cloud, and that's always most likely in the northwest. So best of the sunshine I would have thought is down in the south. It'll be quite windy in the far north of Scotland on Saturday as well. Winds could touch gale force by Saturday evening across the very far north of Scotland. Temperatures around 15 to 22, not too far from average. Into Sunday, we may start off on a very windy note for Scotland and eastern parts of, or northeastern parts of England, possibly some gales in places. Those strong winds will clear away. Going to be a fairly decent day again. There'll probably be a band of showers across England and Wales on Sunday morning, but once those go, I would suspect there'll be a reasonable amount of dry weather with fairly decent sunny spells coming through. And temperatures again not too far from average, 15 to 22, feeling very pleasant. We end the 5-day forecast period probably hinting at low pressure becoming more dominant on Monday, so a dry and bright start in the east may not last as cloud and rain spreads in from the south and the west. Temperatures could be a little bit warmer though down in the southeast, perhaps up to 24 degrees. Finally, having a look at the charts for weather outlook. So we've got heat wave in the south peaking today, but we've got heavy showers and thunderstorms breaking out across central and northern parts of the country. Into Thursday, into tomorrow, and we'll have those showers across the south and the east, more particularly as cooler, fresher air is extending in from the west. By the end of the day, we should all be feeling a lot cooler and fresher, and then that leads us into a much cooler and fresher day for Friday. A band of cloud and rain will be heading southwards and eastwards, dying out as it does so. Sunshine and showers following behind, and mostly dry down in the south. Into the weekend, and it looks like we're going to keep further showers going at times through Saturday and Sunday, more particularly in the north. A lot of dry weather coming through in the south, and the temperatures aren't going to be too far from the average, so a fairly decent weekend coming up for many of us. And then we go through to the start of next week when it might turn more generally unsettled with showers or longer spells of rain developing. So, in summary, the heat wave is on its way out. We've got one more very hot afternoon to come. Temperatures will be peaking somewhere in the low to mid-30s Celsius down in the south this afternoon, setting off thunderstorms further north, and then from tomorrow onwards it's cooling down, it's turning fresher with showery rain, particularly so in the north. A lot of dry weather throughout the coming 5 days down in the south. Come back later on, we'll extend out beyond the 5-day forecast period to have a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.